Okay, we're going to test out our 2012 Halloween display. We have 16 pumpkins that we're going to run through a sequence of lights. We're using a app on the iPad and on the iPhone called Touch OSC, and I've customized that to run our various light sequence for our pumpkins. So let's get started. We'll turn them on, and here we have all 16 pumpkins turned on to white. Here we're going to do, we have red, green, and blue. Okay, then some of the more interesting patterns is we have candlelight. So now we simulate a candle lit inside of each pumpkin. We can zoom in on that a little bit, see how that looks. Okay, here's one of our favorites. This is Knight Rider. Don't mess with the Hoff. And we have these 4 different random patterns. This is random 1. In here, every 2 seconds we select a new random color for each pumpkin and then switch to that pumpkin. And every 2 seconds we switch to another random color and then switch to that. And that just repeats every 2 seconds. Zoom in on that a little bit. Okay, random 2. Now we select a random color and all 16 pumpkins transition to that same color. And once they reach this random color, it holds that color for 5 seconds, selects a new random color, and then starts transitioning to that color. And zoom in a little bit and see the colors a little bit better. Now when we're not selecting any kind of a random color pattern, it will perform that pattern for 5 minutes and then switch to a new pattern and just continuously sequence to all the patterns every 5 minutes. And you can come along and interrupt that sequence just by selecting a new pattern, but then once you leave that alone for 5 minutes, it starts to go back and then sequence to a new pattern every 5 minutes. Here you see we can go through the different colors, and they transition pretty slow. Okay, the third random pattern. Now what we do here is every half second we select a random color and a random pumpkin, flash that color, and then we select a new random pumpkin and a new random color and flash the next one. So every half second a different pumpkin lights up with a different color. Zoom in on that a little bit. Okay, and then our last, 4th random pattern. Now here we select a random color for each pumpkin and they transition to that color. And then once the pumpkin reaches its randomly selected color, it holds that color for 5 seconds, selects a new random color, and starts transitioning to that color. So each pumpkin now transitions independently to a different color. Okay, looks like everything's working pretty good, so I guess we'll get this set up outside and get ready for Halloween. So last, we can just go ahead and turn them off.